Hi, this is how you do your hair for the 2023 season. These are the supplies you need. First is this bristle brush. It helps you slick back the hair. And then I like the rat tail combs with a metal tip. It helps you really get into that hair and get a clean part. Next, you get hair ties and match the dancer's hair. You can use bobby pins or wig pins. I prefer wig pins because they help you really get deep out into that bun and get a tight hold. And then you need a hairnet that's the same color as your hair. This is a spray bottle of just water. This one helps you get a fine mist. It's pressurized, which I like. And then up next is this gel. Eco Gel is super cheap and you can get a big tub of it pretty much anywhere. So I think it's a good option. You can also use any other stronghold gel. This is a good option. And then lastly, Got to Be Glued is my favorite hairspray. It leaves the hair rock solid and keeps those flyaways down for the entire competition day. First, I'm going to spray her hair with some water. This just helps you get all the flyaways down and all the extra curls or any stray hairs. Then I'm going to take a rat tail comb. You're just going to do a center part. You want to make sure that part is right down the center of their head in between their eyebrows. And then you lift up the hair and flip it to the side that it needs to go. And then you're just going to take the other end of that comb and brush the hair super flat against her head. Here you can see that the part is super straight and you want to make sure it's straight all the way back. Next, I use a ton of gel. I can't stress this enough. You want a lot of gel. Otherwise, you're just going to have to keep redoing your hair all throughout the day. It feels super gross, but it's worth it to not have to do your bun 3 times. You can just do it 1 time and it will stay all day. So once you work all that gel into their hair, you're going to take your comb and you're just going to brush it in. The more you can brush that hair the direction that you want it to go, the flatter it's going to lay and the less problem you're going to have with bumps. The more gel that you have in the hair, the more it's workable. Then you can see that I'm just taking my comb and flattening it down. This time I'm starting to grab it into a ponytail shape. That way I can take my hairspray and now spray it in the direction of the ponytail. The hairspray helps hold those little tiny pieces down where the gel helps you with a little bit more control. You're going to continue flattening the hair until you get all the bumps gone. You want to set the ponytail about 1 inch up from the nape of the neck. That way, when the dancer leans their head back with a bun in, it doesn't prevent their head from going back. Then I like to bring my ponytail down from the top of the hair so then when I pull it, it flattens that hair down. I wrap my ponytail at least 3 to 4 times. That way I can get a nice tight hold. And then you're going to pull it tight to their head. And then you're going to see me go in with an extra ponytail just to keep it super tight. If a dancer has really thick hair, I would recommend 3 ponytails. Thin, you can maybe get away with 1, but I would just recommend 2. And then here you're going to take your hairspray and get a solid ponytail foundation before you move into the bun. This is where your bristle brush comes into play because you can really get all those little fine pieces and smooth them down. And you just want to pull all that hair down towards the base of that ponytail. And then you want to always check the front of the hair. A lot of dancers get curls or flyaways right at the tops of their hair near all those baby hairs. And then take your ponytail and brush it through so it lays super smooth. Take more gel and rub it through the hair. You want that ponytail to feel pretty damp. And then if the dancer has thick hair, you're going to split it into 2 sections. And if the dancer has thinner or shorter hair, you can just do this all in 1 section. You can see me twisting this hair clockwise direction. I like to wrap the hair the same direction as I'm going to be doing the bun. So I do my buns clockwise. So I'm twisting the hair clockwise. And then I take some more hairspray and just spray that twist. That way I'm not fighting with all those extra hairs as I'm starting the bun. So once you keep twisting, you're going to start to take this hair and wrap it around the base of that ponytail. So the goal of this bun is to have it super flat against the dancer's head. We don't want it sticking out at all. If the dancer has long hair like Susanna does, you're going to take a pin, you're going to push it into the hair and then flatten it out towards the scalp. I pin as I go because I think I can get a better hold on the bun versus if I try to wrap the whole bun and then pin at the end. If the dancer has shorter hair, you can probably pin at the end, but if they have longer hair, I'd pin as you go. All right, so if you're splitting the sections into 2, have the base section go underneath the bun. So I'm going to create a bun essentially just right on top of the other piece of hair, ignoring it. So this wrap goes over the piece of hair that's laying down. And then I'm going to continue to make that bun, twisting it all the way around. As you can see here, when I reach the original point of the bun, I'm going to pin around it versus on top of it. So it's making a cinnamon roll shape or pattern as I'm going, and none of the hair is directly on top of the other. So I'm just brushing the ends. Those are the ones that tend to get the most flyaways, and then I'm holding it down, taking a bobby pin and pressing it into the hair. If you open the bobby pins as you go, you can also get a better hold on that hair. And again, I pin perpendicular into the head and then I twist it and lay it flat. It helps you really get a good hold. Now, so if you were having thin or short hair, this is where you would stop. So ignore the piece of hair laying out, but this is what your bun could be. So since Susanna has thick, long hair, I did it in 2 sections. So I'm combing through this section and then I start to twist it again. So essentially this time what you're doing is you're making a bun around this bun. So you have the origin bun, and now we're going to take and twist this hair, hairspray it, all the things so we can get it nice and flat. And then you're going to start laying this hair on the outside of the bun we just created. So this one, you're going to pin and twist as you go as well. So that one just sat right on top of the other bun. The longer or thicker the dancer's hair is, the wider the bun is going to sit on the head. But that's okay because we don't want it sticking out. We want it super flat to the girl's head. So you take those pins, you twist and you push into the hair. And you're just going to continue to pin all the way around the bun. You can never have too many bobby pins. We would rather their buns be secure than flopping around all day. Here, you just pin all around. You want to make sure you go underneath, from the sides, and all around. I'm taking extra hairspray and spraying those ends so you can really get a good hold at the end. You're going to start to wiggle the bun into place once you have all the bobby pins in. Here you can kind of pull out the pieces that are sticking up and move them outward. And then I'm just twisting the bun so I can get those layers to lay even flatter. Next, what you can do is you can also take the back of a bristle brush and kind of pound down the bun. From here, you're going to take your hairnet that matches the dancer's hair and you lay it over. You want the elastic edge to go around the top of the bun. You twist it and then you wrap it again. The hairnets are going to be a lot bigger than the bun, so this time I can wrap it around 3 times on her hair. Sometimes you can probably get around 4 or 5 times. Once you get to the end, when you can't wrap it anymore, you're going to twist it and I just sneak it under the bun. I take another wig pin and I push it into the hairnet and then put it into the bun. I prefer wig pins, again, like I said, on these buns or the open bobby pins, so you can get deeper into the bun and it tends to hurt the dancer's head less. I'm adding more hairspray and taking my comb and I'm just brushing down any of those little bumps or flyaways that I created when I was wrapping that bun and playing with her hair. Another good tactic is sometimes I take the end of the rat tail comb and take, especially under the nape of the neck, and I push all that hair under the bun and then add more hairspray. Sometimes you get some loose hairs down there, so it's easy just to take the back of the comb and really brush and push it up into that hole. Then I always like to go in with some bobby pins and go around the hairnet to keep it in place to make sure it doesn't move throughout the day. If a dancer is having problems with like a certain bobby pin that hurts their head, you can take that one out and just angle it a different direction, and a lot of times it will make the bun feel less painful if one specific bobby pin is really stabbing in their head. But you can see I just keep adding more and more bobby pins until it's super solid. And here she's going to give you a little spin to show you really how slick and flat we need this bun to be. It's super important on the appearance scores that there's no flyaways and everything's slicked back. And the smoother the bun starts out, the better luck you're going to have throughout the day, just keeping it in and not having to worry about it. And here you can see her part right in the middle of her head. And there it is. Thanks for watching. Let us know if you have any questions.